calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. To try here for the extra point.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Evans. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Evans with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And
no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now Jones. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 4.
And Davis with it left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Washington! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Washington 14, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Jones sliding out of the pocket. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Corey Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson off play action. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Shifts by him and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. To throw is Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Watson airing this one out for Evans. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown Raiders. Marvin Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Watson.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Watson looks to throw again. That's caught by Waller out left side. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Meanwhile, Jones throwing to the hands of Pitts here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got room. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Freeman, power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Washington. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be caught by Cup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tap it, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Najee Harris with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington, 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 30 on second down, Watson. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Watson on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Washington first down.
Mixon will try the right side. Oh, what a juke into space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
72 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Mike Evans there to make the grab.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Washington, 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second down, this is Harris. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Harris. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Second and 10. To throw, Watson.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson to throw.
He'll buy some time right.
Pass caught, Miller.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Now Watson.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Watson.
And this is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Watson. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. One last throw here for Watson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to